Hey everyone, this is Ron Pereira with LSS Academy, and in this video I want to demonstrate how to use the production capacity standard work template. And this is actually one of my favorite templates, and one that applies to just about anyone tasked with the production of really any type of good. So let's go ahead and just jump right into the template. And when you open up the spreadsheet, which you'll be able to download for free, you'll see that there's two tabs. One tab deals with if you have changeovers in your process, and the other tab is if you don't have changeovers. So let's go ahead and walk through the example with changeovers. So you'll see that you're going to fill out the process name, the part number. Up here you'll put in your demand per day, the quantity needed per day. In this case we're going to say 1,000 units are needed per day. The net operating time is how much net time you have available, so you subtract out breaks, lunches, anything like that, planned downtime. Prepared by, the date, self-explanatory. Okay, and so over here what we're going to do now is just kind of work through this example that's already been filled out. So this first operation for this widget production process is machining, and the machine name in this case is a Trevisan. And to produce one widget requires 60 seconds of manual time. In other words, this is time that the operators actually needed to do some work. Maybe it's to load a part or to do some type of manual work. Then if you envision the operator pressing the start button and the Trevisan taking over, you'll see that the machine needs to then run 240 seconds in order to complete that part. So when you add the two up, you'll see that it takes 300 seconds to complete one widget. Okay, the next section here deals with the changeovers. So let's say that in this example, when we need to do a changeover on this Trevisan, it takes 600 seconds to do the change. And let's also assume that once you've done the change, you're able to get 50 pieces before you need to do another changeover. Okay, so by dividing 600 by 50, we see that the tool change time is 12 seconds per piece. Alright, now over here what we're going to do is we're just going to add up the completion time per piece, or 300, with the time per piece, the tool change time per piece of 12 seconds. So it gives us 312 seconds. Okay. Next, the last thing, again, this is all automatically done in the formulas, but what we're going to do is we're going to divide the net operating time of 25,200 over the total time per piece, or 312, and that's going to give us 81. So in other words, in a perfect world, with no downtime or anything, like no defects or whatnot, we're able to produce 81 widgets off the machining process. So let's just put in one more example here, and so we can get a kind of a comparison. So let's say that the next process is paint, and paint booth 1. And let's say that the manual time to paint one part is 45 seconds and I don't know, 300 seconds of auto time. So you'll see that the completion time per piece is 345. Okay, let's say that the changeover, the paint booth, let's say it takes 450 seconds, and we're able to get 30 parts once we've made the change. Okay, so when you do that, you'll see now that total time per piece in this example is 360 seconds, and so 25,200 over 360 gives us 70 parts. Okay, so now you would go ahead and fill this out for the rest of your process, but if this was our process, you'd see that down here we have 105 seconds of manual time. This is again time that the operators needed, and the auto time is 540 seconds. Okay, and then over here, the maximum output, all this is doing is it's simply taking the minimum of this column. So in this case, our maximum output is 70 units. This is to say that paint is our bottleneck process, and so if we want to be able to get more product out the door, the first place we need to go focus on is paint. Alright, And so that's all there is to this template. If we go over to the no changeovers template, you'll see that's basically the same, except we don't have any information on changeovers. So again, we have the operation name, the machine name, manual time, auto time, and it's going to calculate a completion time per piece and our total time per piece, which they're the same in this example or in this page. And so do the same thing. Over here we would take 25,200 over 180, which gives us 140 units. Again, the maximum output figure takes the lowest number in this column, in this case 84, which is assembly. So assembly would be the bottleneck process. And that's all there is to this template. Feel free to use it and modify it. Some things that I've used this information for is you have the manual time. You can simply sum this up and use this. You have to take 300 seconds, and you could take that over the takt time, which is again the net available time over the daily demand, and that would give you your optimal crew size. And really, there's multiple uses for this information, such as again identifying your constraint asset and where you want to go focus your Kaizen efforts initially. Anyhow, if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email or leave a comment below, and hope this was helpful, and we'll speak to you soon.